Before, raise your hand. Everybody has. Everybody has. Even if you didn't think you saw it, you saw it. I promise you. Unless you can't see. Now, the reason why they call these things a red-tailed hawk is because, obviously, look at that, a beautiful red tail. Mandy's holding this hawk, and there's job security right there. And this red-tailed hawk is very special. It's a bird of prey, just like a bald eagle, or a different type of hawk, or a vulture, or an owl. That's a bird of prey, has some special characteristics. Let's talk about them. The first characteristic that makes a bird of prey so special is their incredible eyesight. They are a hunter, so they have their eyes pointed forward, and they can see 10 times better than we can. Who's looked through binoculars before? Have you? If you haven't, then you need to go and ask Mom and Dad, buy me some binoculars. I want to see how cool they are. When you look through the binoculars, you can see far, far away. Well, guess what? This one has built-in binoculars. So he's up on top of the trees, or maybe a light pole, and he's looking across the roadways, and he's looking in the grass for a mouse. And he calls that mouse lunch. Okay? So he's looking with those incredible eyes, and then he takes off and flies. And the reason why Mandy's carrying this bird with a welding glove is because when she walks down and you get an up-close picture of this animal, look at those powerful feet. And the black part of the feet are called talons. He takes his prey, grabs it, and carries it away. And that's the second characteristic that makes this bird so special. The third characteristic that makes this bird so special is that powerful beak. Look at that sharp beak. Do you know that they tear up all their food in little bits and pieces just like we do? But we have teeth. Well, most of us do. Well, they have a real sharp beak, so they're able to tear it all up into little bits and pieces. So that's what makes a bird of prey so special. Incredible eyesight, very sharp, powerful beak, and a powerful teeth. A bird of prey. Now this bird is about a year old. It has its adult plumage. Look at that beautiful auburn-colored tail. And the breast is white. And some birds of prey have different coloration, and that's a male. Males aren't as big as the females. But they're beautiful birds, and when they see an animal that they're trying to go after, they can go into a stoop position 125 miles an hour, and then boom, hit that prey, grab it, and carry it off to a safe place. Unbelievable animal. Thank you very much, Andy. Let's see some more birds of prey that we can find right around here. Okay, Katie's carrying a really big bird. This big bird is called a great horned owl. And Colleen's carrying a barn owl. B-A-R-N. A barn owl. Look at these cool animals. You know, we always hear about owls, but a lot of times we don't get a chance to see them. And the reason why is because when we go to bed is when they're out. These are nocturnal animals, not diurnal. Now some owls are active during the day, but these two, they're more successful at night. Look how cool they are. Remember the characteristics: incredible eyesight, powerful feet, and powerful beak. A bird of prey. Isn't that cool? As she's walking by, look how big the eyes are. And listen, as this bird flops around here, you can't even hear him. Those feathers. We'll talk about how special those feathers are. And that barn owl, look at that, has a heart-shaped face. Isn't that cool? Awesome. We'll get them up on stage and we'll talk about the characteristics that make them super special. Okay, well, we'll talk about this one then. The thing that's really cool about barn owls and great horned owls is the fact that they have a characteristic that gives them the ability to conserve energy. Think about this. These guys are found right outside the doorway right now, and it's super cold. So they have to conserve their energy as much as they possibly can. So how they do that is, well, they're built really sturdy. Even though looks like a huge bird, this animal only weighs about 3 or 4 pounds. It has hollow bones. And it has feathers all the way down to its toes, and that keeps him insulated. He wants to conserve energy, but he's always looking to hunt. So what he does is he has 14 vertebrae in his neck, and it gives him the ability to almost turn completely around. Watch this. the reason why they can do that is the vertebrae in their neck, 14 vertebrae in their neck, but why they can do that is to help conserve energy. So when they're out in the wild and they're sitting around on the tree, and if they hear some noise, they can turn around, turn their head around without turning their body. And then what they do is they have the faces look like satellite dishes. And the sounds will actually hit their face and go to their ears. So they're able to figure out where in the world that sound's coming from. When you look at this bird here, it's called triangulation. Triangulation, and as I'm talking, he hears my voice here, but he also hears a speaker. And he's trying to figure it out. See that? He's wondering, wait a minute, he hears Tom, but it's over there. And what they do in the wild is they sit there and they listen, they wait for that twig to break, and they're like, wait a minute, that possibly could be a mouse. And they look, they don't move their body, they move their head, and then they say, wait a minute, yeah, I see it, and then take off and fly. Pound for pound, this bird here is the most ferocious animal in the world because it can kill and carry away something 3 times its body weight. 3 times its body weight. This is what eats skunks in the wild. Believe it or not. Yeah, believe it or not, they'll take them. Beautiful birds, unbelievable eyesight. They can't see in complete darkness, but if there's starlight, moon, or maybe an outside light, they're able to see very well. And that gives them the ability to hunt. Really cool. Unfortunately, though, we're losing barns in the Midwest, and by losing the barns, we're losing the habitat. And these guys, many years ago, were very abundant. There's only a few left now, and that's why they're protected in Illinois and Iowa. We definitely want to keep the barn owl around. They're pretty cool, don't you think? All right, thanks, guys. Let's see some more animals from North America. Awesome. Oh, yes. We can ruin this party right now.